Hello everyone, it's Fallen here, and welcome again to my channel. The title to this video is We Don't Know, no matter what your little black book says. We may not know how our universe got here, but by the hard work of scientists, we found out where our Earth has come from, where we came from, and we understood how our galaxy formed. The most we've gotten out of religion is genocide, a few charities, people with funny hats, and nonsense about burning bushes, and 10,000 plus animals fitting onto an ark and coexisting happily. Yeah, we don't know the answer yet, but we have at least the courage to say we still don't know. But what that we don't know does is leave a sense of wonder. When you have all these nice, convenient, pretty little stories to fill in the blanks, you don't have to do much thinking. It's all set up for you. Religion fills in the void of wonder and replaces it with warm, cuddly feelings that some all-seeing, loving entity is ready to receive you after death with open arms and grandmas standing at the pearly gates, waiting for you with a fresh apple pie. But let me put it this way. 4,500 plus religions, each with anywhere between 1 and 300 plus gods: Thor, Shiva, Ra, Anubis, Mithras, Xenu, Hades, Venus, and the list goes on forever. What makes Jesus so special, and why does Thor and Odin get cast away as mythology? Christianity hacked, slashed, burned, pillaged, raped, and fucked human rights in the ass like a priest to a child to get to the spot where it is today. Being right had absolutely nothing to do with it. It's just fooled the most people. 10,000 years from now, there's going to be our great descendants saying, I can't believe they fought over something they had no evidence for. At the end of the day, science has the fossil record, carbon dating, radioactive dating, trees alive on the Earth that are older than 6,000 years old, telescopes, space shuttles, Mars rovers, 1080p photos of distant galaxies, compacted ice in the Arctic that could only be there after the course of millions of years have passed, and much, much more, all out there, proving that these people's ancient stories are false. It was fun while they lasted, it really was, but they just can't hold up anymore. The most religion is done is giving us a few charities, popes with funny hats, and a fuck ton of war and genocide. I know half of what I say goes in one ear and out the other to most people, but I mean, what I'm saying is pretty much fact. I'll say a god can exist. There may be a god, but standing around making up stories about him, it's funny that it's almost always a male humanoid, by the way, him. We accomplished nothing. The stories have been shot down. We know so much more now. The Bible is over 2,000 years old, and so is the science in it. People knew nothing of the grand scale of how things operated. In fact, because of religion, for the longest time, we thought that the Earth was the center of the universe, the center of everything, and that fucked up mathematics for a long time. And Galileo was basically tortured for when he found out and claimed, hey guys, we're not the center of shit. Tortured by who? The church. As hard as it may be to agree with, religion is damaging to science, and you are made of the remnants of collapsed stars that have reformed, grew life, and sprouted you. Like, it's no longer disputable. We officially found out how the universe can create life through a couple of ways. All I'm saying is, how much longer must we brush off scientific facts in order to maintain our beliefs? We've discovered physics, and there are no spontaneously flaming trees in it. We've discovered biology, and there's no touch of God. We share 98% of the same DNA as apes, and that's indisputable. Like, we know that for a fact. So what sets us apart from animals is hidden somewhere in that 2 point whatever the fuck percent, and eventually we'll find it out. To use Jesus or God or Zeno or whoever the fuck as a placeholder until we find out something more is just blatantly disrespectful to your religion. Now, this is not to come off as pompous or whatever, but let's look at the situation here. To come up with what I've gathered, I have had to read a ton of books, memorize science processes, watch hour-long lectures by top scientists, and dedicate a lot of time to it all. The religious gets the easiest part in the world. You get to hold up one book and say, nah, it's this, with full confidence, without knowing half of what's actually in it. Religion is a cop-out of critical thinking. I'd rather get my information from hundreds of books written by both modern and historical scientists, rather than taking some dude in a funny hat and dress his word for it out of a little black book that has caused so much damage, written by Bronze Age peasants. You can read Galileo, Newton, Dawkins, Sagan, Aristophanes, Einstein, and so on, or you can read the fucking Bible. Science versus funny hats, stories, and brainwashing. You choose what you want. This has been Fallen. Again, guys, thanks for listening. Comment what you think below. Peace out.